From the moment war crimes allegations were levelled against him, Jean-Pierre Bemba insisted he'd done nothing wrong. He maintained that stance even in 2016, when the International Criminal Court unanimously found him guilty of war crimes and sentenced him to 18 years in prison, the longest ever handed down by the ICC. That lower court decision has now been overturned.
The appeals chamber, by majority, reverses the conviction of Mr. Bemba.
Bemba showed little emotion, but off-camera his supporters in the public gallery reportedly reacted with cheers and whistles.
May I ask the registry to restore the calm in the courtroom?
Bemba was accused of failing to stop his private army, known as the MLC, from waging a campaign of rape, murder and pillage against civilians in neighbouring Central African Republic over a 5-month period from October 2002. He was a rebel leader then and had sent more than 1,000 fighters there to help put down a coup. The lower court judgment described a series of sick and sadistic rapes and murders, in some cases where entire families were victimised. More than 5,000 victims participated in the trial. But Bemba never issued an order to rape and murder, and the case turned on whether, on the facts, Bemba could be held responsible for atrocities carried out by troops under his control. The appeals chamber, with the exception of 2 judges, found he could not, and that the trial judges made serious errors regarding Bemba's efforts to stop the crimes. There were scenes of jubilation in Kinshasa. Bemba, a businessman and former vice president, still has a lot of support at home.
I cry with joy because Jean-Pierre Bemba was a dead man. He's just been resurrected.
The decision overturns what had been hailed a landmark ruling. Bemba was the first ever to be convicted for crimes committed by others under his command, and it was the first time the ICC focused on rape as a weapon of war. In 2007, when talking to Al Jazeera before his arrest, Bemba insisted he had nothing to answer for.
You will know that the International Criminal Court has...
No, that one. I am not, of course, involved in any of these things.
Arrested in 2008, a convicted war criminal in 2016, he's now won his appeal. But Bemba hasn't been freed. A separate panel of judges continues to consider his punishment for interfering with witnesses during his trial. Mereana, Al Jazeera.